You should.
Alright. I'll wait till it pops up and then I'll. It's gonna be so bad. Alright, everybody. Welcome back to Formula One here in Hennessy Performance Racing League. I am your host, I2 Boss Stick for you. And welcome to the British Grand Prix qualifying. Alright, that's enough.
Formula.
Formula. What's up, buddy?
Not much, man. Gonna put this hot rod out on the track.
That's what you see.
Got two in-race reporters tonight,
Because
myself
Big Jim's
included.
a fake friend. We got Killer and Miss Soaps here in the booth with me. They're my in-race reporters, who I love so dearly.
A big Jim watching women's basketball tonight.
Like, what a simp, dude. It's no November, bro.
Yeah, that's actually crazy. Jackson Altman not happy when he's driving in the McLaren tonight.
Jackson Altman currently on the intermediates. We got three drivers in the inners. It's Jackson Cody the Bear, who was previously known as Nose Bowl, and a small NASCAR fan.
Is his name really Cody the Bear now?
Yeah, but he's quirky, so we put an X instead of the O in his name. So.
Glad I muted my mic when I did.
Old number 7 here on his flying lap, but it is already invalidated. You know, you're supposed to keep the car within the white lines. So, let's see what he can do here. Got Mike G in the McLaren tonight. New McLaren owner. I don't know if we've been over that yet. Alright, buddy. 10-4.
Sorry. Trying to get my water bottle in this car. Can we get on board on Always Joker's Hot Lap?
Yeah, man, we got it. I'm gonna ride on board here with the league's favorite admin. Always Joker. But we got the league's favorite co-owner here in the party, so I can't diss Riley like that, though. I love both of them. They're my boys. Anyway. What am I supposed to say after that? What am I supposed to say after that? I can't just have Riley go, oh, if you don't like me?
Alright, well,
That guy shows no emotion, dude.
there's always Joshua.
I don't know what to call this turn. In Sector 2 somewhere. No, Mike G. The 127.460. Always Sugar really taking it carefully on this outlap.
The pole last night in D2 was a 125.9.
And who set that lap?
Couldn't tell you.
Word. A small NASCAR fan running a blazing 132 flat in the dinners. And Freedom with a 127.399. Jackson Altman, 129.881. I will be right back. After that slight intermission, we are back. We got Killer XL here, P3 with 127.670 or 8. These guys with these bold strategies of these intermediates, dude, like, what are we cooking? Just get out there on a set of softs and settle out. All right, let's see what Miss Soaps is cooking here. My bad.
I am taking credit for that fastest lap. My slipstream is the only reason you got it.
We're back
Man.
once again. Mason here, 126.522 on these mediums. Always jugger the 138 flat. He is super fast. I don't know what he's doing tonight. He's gotta lock it in. What is he doing? Whatever.
Is Mike G on a hot lap?
Nope. He's on his outlet. With a late entrant here, Porchy. Just got here recently. I don't have my booth buddy Big Jim tonight. I don't know what to talk about. Let's go over these point standings. Alright, so in the team standings, Aston Martin seems to be running away with it just a little bit. With 105, Ferrari with 88 second. But there's teams with 2 wins so far this season. We got Red Bull with 81 with 1 win. Mercedes, Haas, Alfa Romeo, AlphaTauri, Williams, Alpine, and McLaren round out that top 10. Darludo currently leads the championship by 2 points with 67 points. Cody the Bear is 65 points. So we got a tight battle for the championship here so far. We got Clay, who's not making it tonight with 55, so he's going to lose a bunch of spots, I think, after this one. Joker 52, Heredia 50, Jackson Allman with 45, Spinelli with 41, Porchy with 21, Useless with 20, and Elite Precision P10 with 16 points. Alright. No way. I mean, we still got a while here, but how is Mason still on pole? The mediums. So he's going back out there, I think. There he is.
No,
So
I'm
right
trying
on.
to give slipstream to my teammate.
Heredia 125.406 to take the pole away. Mike G with a 126.422 and Darludo a 126.356 in P2. Mike G seemed to have the pole for a good second or two. So, yep. Hey, Miss Soaps, thoughts on this racetrack?
Horrible.
Why
10-4.
is my soap still out on the racetrack?
He's
No,
cooking.
I just put it in. I just put it in the garage. We stayed out. We had 2 in laps. Try to help out Mike G there with a little bit of slipstream, which is legal.
Which is legal.
How do you feel with your lap soaps?
I could probably get about a second faster.
Hmm.
I'm on the mediums, pal.
I think my 127.6 is pretty impressive. 6 tenths off the next car.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Jackson Altman is cooking, but he's gonna keep cooking it. Yeah. We're only gonna use one set of softs here.
I think I'm just gonna retire from the session.
Yeah.
You know, we're not getting any faster. You know, that was a good first lap of practice at this track. I think we're ready to go.
You heard it here first. Killer XL is ready to go.
No, I am not.
He is ready to go as Jackson climbs to P2, a 125.483. Let's see what Joker's doing. Into the DRS zone he goes with about a half his DRS left. Coming down whatever straight this is. Sector 3. Into this
big chicken?
turn. Big chicken. Joker goes 126.011 P3.
Yeah, I wonder how he's gonna feel when his D2 driver sets up faster lap time usually.
Yeah. That one Portuguese is finally out on track. Coming through. Doing something. And he is off. Here we go. Porchy gonna try and set his flying lap here. It's gonna be a low-key booth tonight.
Low key.
Low-key booth. Caution at sector 2 for some slowpoke probably. Is that always joke? It's always Joker. Borchi so far with a purple sector 1. I don't know if that's true. This track map can be deceiving sometimes.
That is not true. Survey says no.
Not true, not true. Oh, and he went off track, but no invalidation there.
Cody the Bear puts it up P4 with a solid sector 3 time.
Porchi here really going tight on this field. That thing is blinking on him.
Old number 7 on his fast lap as well.
What made him think about that name?
I'm not quite sure.
Nothing wrong with it. I'm just wondering, where'd he get the old part from? I don't think he's that old. I didn't think. I guess
Not sure.
his favorite number might be 7.
Possibly.
I gotta see if...
How late? When are we getting back out on track here, Killer?
10-4.
What was that, buddy?
Nope.
When are we getting back on track here?
I already retired the race car, man. We're not going back on the racetrack.
It says you're in the garage. Clay the Monkey has joined
once-
the session. That is not good for the field.
It might be Jover.
Yeah, it's
We'll have to
absolutely
start
Joker.
last unless he can get in here quick and get a lap in.
What's old number 7 up to? Up to invalidating another lap. Alright. Back to Cody the Bear. In pit lane. Cool.
Looks like
What's Freedom doing?
We're driving out on the track. Mike's muted.
Dial
No,
it in,
it's
buddy.
not.
Alright, we're gonna keep Mike unmuted on the hot lap here. Out lap, hot lap, in lap.
But I think you should say unmute the whole lap and just walk us through.
Yeah,
Alright.
we gotta see what Freedom sets here first.
Just ride along with Masopes and he can talk us through the lap.
Yeah.
Always remember to immediately switch to 4th gear when coming out of pit road. It's going to help you a lot. If you're not watching the car right now. That would be some strange tactics.
We're on full screen here on TV Pod here with Miss Soaps.
Dude, I accidentally put 5 laps of fuel in the car, boys. We're cooked.
What is this guy doing? Putting 5 laps fuel in the car. Did you guys know that if you put less fuel in the car, it weighs it down more? Or less?
We're about 3 kilos over, so I'm not sure where we're going to put this sort of hot rod, but
Gotta burn as much fuel here.
I'm going to try to give the draft to my McLaren Mercedes teammate every time.
Hold on.
Predicting a top 3 starting position for the McLaren of Masters.
Is that Joker behind me?
He's on an outlap race.
Oh.
Just talk us through your lap ratio.
Well, I already lost the momentum on him straight away, unfortunately, because that loose coming out of the final corner. I'm just scared right now.
You're just scared? 10-4? Open up the DRS. There he goes. On the brakes. This track stinks. Looks like myself is running the number 3. They on there. Can't see the second time, but this lap hasn't been the best so far. Mikey is retired from the session. And, oh, almost invalidates.
Yeah, I was up 6 points.
Jackson Alden to P1. 25.88. What's up to P4? Oh, 3/1000th off of always Joker. He lost a line of lap. Joker improves to a 25.6 but stays P2. And that is your grid. Jackson Altman on pole position. Rocket.
Alright, we are back.
How much confidence you got going into this thing, Masters?
None.
10-4.
0.
Love to hear that.
Probably going to take out my team owner into turn 1.
Will you come
Because
back
I
and
do-
take me out so we can go play Fortnite?
Who else can play the Fortnite?
Fortnite. Alright,
M&Ms in Fortnite for everybody watching.
here's our grid. Jackson Altman, 125.388 here on P1. Heredia P2, Joker P3. We got Miss Soaps here in 4th. Cody 5th. Darludo 6th. Mike G 7th. 8th is Gary. 9th is Porchy. They're going to have a fun start together back there. Freedom 10th. Old number 7, 11. Small NASCAR fan 24 is in 12th. Killer XL 13th. What is he cooking? And Clay the Monkey P14 in the Aston Martin. No time set. Last to first challenge.
Yeah.
Looks like TTV Hale State 15 might also be racing.
Oh God. Oh. The more the merrier.
I guess. Who's laughing in your room?
That is my sister. She's showing me funny pictures of my boy. Alright, here, we're going to let these drivers get their setups in. I think there's a formation lap tonight, as usual.
What's our strategy for this race, Josephs?
Yeah, let's hear the strategy here for the booth.
We're not. We're not going to give out the strap.
Yeah, as if anybody cares.
Yeah, everybody who's racing is listening to this party. But we're starting on the hearts.
Yeah, just do what it tells you.
Let's go see what my soap's doing up there. Soaps.
Somebody is already readied up.
That's something you love to
Bardugo
see.
on the softs.
Oh.
Ready to Joker on the mediums.
Oh, Hell State's in the Red Bull.
He is.
Nice.
You burn fuel here? Oh man.
And he's gone.
Tired. Interesting.
Maybe I should have raced tonight.
Maybe you should have.
Let's see if it'll let me. It won't.
I don't think it will.
Joker's on me.
That'd be really funny. I'd just start racing right now if it did.
Alright, Mike's muted.
Alright, Mike's muted, buddy.
Mike's muted too, dialing it in.
Yeah, you two
Right,
gotta lock
right.
it in.
Yeah. If I wreck early, I hope.
Formation lap
Fun
is
fact,
underway.
Halo State's AI is still out here.
Hale State's AI is still sitting on the grid. He got disqualified. Hey man, that might be points tonight. So he stays out of trouble. Guys, there are Eminem icon Fortnite emotes in the item shop right now. Go get your mom's credit card and make sure to purchase those. I'm sure Big
8824 already has all of those.
I'm sure Big Jim would love having one of those. I'm gonna buy it for him for this Christmas season.
I think that if I buy the jersey of Jim, he should change his PSN username to the Pope 8824.
You know,
I agree.
that
Have you
he
offered that to him?
No, but I don't believe he'll take it. Maybe
So-
the Pope 11.
Yeah, so the thing is, if you even change your name, it's still linked to your account, so he can't even use your old username.
Oh, that's messed
I
up.
tried to go back to
Well,
my
the
old
Pope
one.
11.
The Pope __ 11.
Yeah, that's good. Starting behind my team owner, I'm so scared. Maybe I'm gonna get up alongside of him here, show him my love.
Show him how it's done.
Back off a little bit, let him
Huh?
keep just wasting his tires here. He does
Clay
not
is
know
out
the
of the
strat.
session.
He does not know the strat. What?
Clay has left the session.
Noticed that.
Breaking news.
That's crazy. I can't wait for this god awful Camry here on the front stretch to get underway as well. Actually, this camera angle might not be that bad. Wow, first time for everything, huh? Hale State is back.
Be ready with the fox.
We are so ready to go. Here we go. We're getting ready. 5 red lights. And we're off and away here at the British Grand Prix at Silverstone. Jackson already has the lead here by a couple car lengths over Heredias. Darludo and Miss Soaps are already around. What happened? But so far, no, not really any other position changes quite yet. We'll go over to that detail, shall we? Freedom Flyer up 4 spots.
Yeah,
Swan
you think
Escort up 3.
you think that the guy you drive for would give you some space,
Oh,
huh?
wow. We got beef! But
Maybe it was a racing incident, but
I hope to see that incident report.
that sucks.
Garrison is... Oh, Garrison got into Small Ascafan, and Small Ascafan is around. Oh, number 7 also into the sand trap with him. No front wing on either of those cars. Although, Small Ascafan might have lost only a little bit of that front wing. Because he still has the whole... He lost no front wing off of that? Interesting. That was a pretty ballsy move by Gary, but, you know... It's hard to break old habits. Jackson Allman leads the first lap of this race with a 1:31.834 as well. Small Ascafan is in pit lane, as old number 7 is also going to follow him down. So far, this race has been pretty chaotic. Hope this race stays that way. Because I think Porchy is already blocking Freedom Flyer here. Freedom is not going to take lightly to that. Killer XL up 4 spots, same as TTV Hell State's AI.
Also got side pod damage from the accident.
Wow.
Again, yeah, classy.
Classy. We're gonna see what Porchy does here, trying to get by Mike G. Goes on the inside here. We'll definitely get this move done. Gets into there and clear of Mike G. Mike G might go for the crossover here. As Porchy goes way off the track. I don't know how that isn't a warning. Freedom Flyer already on its lap 3, buddy. Not even for you. 3-second time penalty. And always Joker with a 1:29.859 in that Mercedes. DRS is also enabled. What's Freedom doing? Let's see what Freedom's doing. Mike G gets way off the track there, almost into the grass as well, exiting that turn. Gets overtaken by Freedom Flyer for the moment. I want to see if Mike G has any sort of rebuttal for that move. I don't think he will. I think Freedom just had a better run out of that corner. And so therefore made that look light. Like light work. Fortunately, kind of driving away from these two already. Can't say I'm too surprised there. Fortune's got speed. And Freedom and Mike G were kind of battling there for a minute, so. So far, the top 3 remains unchanged. Go to the Bear up a spot. Porchy and Freedom both up 4. Mike G and Garrison where they started. Killer up 4. Miss Soaps down 6. Darwood down 5. Hail State up 3. Clay up 1. Swan Ascafan. Freedom Flyer. What happened? Okay, that's interesting. Looks like a virtual safety car to me. What was that all about? You gotta wonder. Alright, back once again, and I think back for all. Just want to ask you for the drive-through penalties for speeding under the virtual safety car. Something you hate to see for that Haas driver. These top three, basically second through four, you could throw under a blanket here. Joker and Cody, both with a history, and it's not a good one. So we're gonna see what happens here. So Cody gets a bit loose out of that corner, a bit too much oversteer. Loses some ground on Joker, and Joker trying to gain some more time on Heredia. Heredia is about a second out from Jackson. Going to have the DRS here, I believe. There it is. Alright. The majority of the field is spaced out a good bit. We got a battle of the AI back here between Hailstay and Clay. And then we got Miss Soaps not too far behind him on those softs in that McLaren. We're going to see what this top four is doing. Let's see what tires these guys are all on here. Top 5 are all on mediums, while 6th through 11th are on the hards. Heredia with a 129.71. Miss Soaps up to P11. Will most likely, yep, get P10. Splits those cars on hards apart. But Hailstay and Clay aren't even here, so. We move. Oh, we got a battle back there between the two cars that aren't actually here. Clay's AI gets that position. Yes, Miss Soaps, the 128.342 on those softs. Steals that fastest lap. On a day like today as well, as long as you keep the car on the track for the most part for the rest of this race, you should have points if there is no safety car. He's got to try and gain as much time on Darludo as he can. About 8.5 or so seconds back, as Darludo is 7 seconds or so behind Killer. Killer not too far behind Gary either in this Williams. We're going to see what happens here during this next DRS zone. See how much time he can make up. Not using the ERS here, doesn't have to. Gains a good few tenths on him there. Killer back with the DRS, gets by Gary. Both drivers on these hards. Top 4 are all still together basically for the most part. Heredia was within 3/10 there for a good while, still within 4. 3.5 just about. We might have a good battle for the win here. Of all the cars on mediums, we got the top 5. Porchy, though, is 6 seconds behind Cody in P5, and the other 2 cars on mediums are 13th and 14th. Both of those guys were involved in that lap 1 incident later during that lap itself. Had to come down and get some damage repaired. Small NASCAR fan with a 3-second time penalty. Multiple warnings. We're 17.5 seconds behind that next driver up in front. What are we getting penalties for? Let's go right on board here with Cody, the bear. I wonder if these top 4 are just kind of content just riding behind each other for now. Still pretty early in this race, not even halfway quite yet. The Ferrari has that limited edition livery from Las Vegas as well. Looking pretty nice up there with the white rear wing. Already he's trying to get up closer to Jackson here. Already got pretty close there to Jackson after that DRS zone. But not close enough. There's a caution on track 4. The Haas, the small NASCAR fan, taking a little tumble outside of that final corner. The leaders will go by and put him a lap down. Yeah, that Haas driver is not having the day he wanted today. Cody the Bear with a 3-second time penalty with multiple warnings. Looked like it was while he was getting loose outside of that corner. I want to see if he tries to appeal that after this race. His small NASCAR fan is, I think, retiring the car. Yep, there it goes. That makes 2 DNFs so far tonight, 14th and 15th. Our small NASCAR fan and Freedom Flyer 863. As I can't wait for this game to spit his car back out on the track and give us 18 different cautions and 18 different parts of the track. As Cody the Bear gets a bit loose. Once again, he is having to fight that race car through the entirety of these laps. This Joker has lost a good bit of time on her already, about 3/10 from the last time we checked. We're going to see if he gets sick within the DRS here. So far, Cody is out of the DRS. Gets back within a second. He's got only a little bit more time before he does reach the detection zone. Joker has lost another 10th. He will not have the DRS here. That's going to hurt him quite a bit here as well. Won't be able to have that same kind of speed down this back straight that he has had these past couple laps as Cody will catch up quite a bit. We don't really have it. We don't have a train anymore for the whole top four. Because at this point, I'd say surrender the position. Try to hope Cody gets within a second of this top four and just stay within his DRS detection as well. As much as it may hurt to let him go by, but it might be the best decision at this moment. As you will have already fallen another 10th or so from Heredia as Masopes with a 3-second time penalty as well.
Yeah, we're done. We're putting it in the pits.
Masopes is not happy with this McLaren. We're going to throw away a free couple points here. I think Masopes is still the guy who holds the fastest lap. He is ready for some Fortnite action. Makes our third DNF of the race. Cody getting real close to Joker. Almost looked like he could have made contact there. And then there were two. That puts old number 7 in the points. So all he has to do is bring that thing home. Scotty the Bear goes for a move here on Joker. Does get the move done before the turn actually starts. But he is still almost 2 seconds behind Heredia. Joker does dive down pit lane here. We will be seeing some pit cycles. I do believe Joker will be going to those hards. Now, forcing the drivers on mediums pit after 12, I think we'll see those drivers on hards pit a couple laps later at least. Try to get as much life as you can out of these tires now. As Mike G is coming already up here to Porgy with these hards. They are better at the moment, or at least should be. Well, number 7 has officially come down pit lane. But here's the thing with Clay and Hale State, right? Even if they finish within the top 10, they are not there. And their AI ran more than 33% of the race. So they would get disqualified. So, old number 7 really just has to finish the race. Doesn't matter where. Just has to finish the race. He gets that 1 point. Jackson, Heredia, and Cody all coming to pit lane. Putting these hards on, which will rotate to Porchy being in the lead. And Mike GP2, Gary P3, Killer P4. Killer is not too far behind Gary. Mike G. Cuz come down pit lane as well that time around. Porchy is about 2 seconds, almost 2.5 away from Garrison. Hey, Mike G to the mediums. As expected. Usually it's either mediums to hards or hards to mediums here. Some drivers would be able to go hards to softs if they go on them long enough. I'd probably say 18 laps on those hards if you even want to think about going that long on the set of tires. But I would think Porchy's coming on this time by. I don't see why you'd run more laps on mediums than you would the hards. But we move. I wonder if he's somehow trying to stretch it. He does not go down pit lane that time around. Neither does Killer or Gary. I would think you could probably go around 7 laps and those softs will be okay for you. But I wouldn't go up more than 9 laps on them. Personally, me personally. Although I'm not that good at this game, so we ball. Gary's making up time here on Porchy on these hards. And Killer's only following Gary up to Porchy, so he will be up in this fight for the lead at this time. Gary's within the DRS zone. He's within a second of Porchy, and Killer is also within a second of Gary. I'm really wondering when these three are going to pit. Gary's still within a second, but doesn't have, I guess, Porchy's a little bit of the ERS there. Didn't gain as much time as he was probably hoping to gain. As Porchy is going to dive down pit lane. With a 5-second speeding penalty. That's big for the Alfa Romeo driver. If I were him, I would not be very happy. Right now, the battle for the lead is Garrison and Killer. Killer is within 2/10 just about here. I'm going to see what he can do. Killer with the DRS. Doesn't go for a move here. He thought better of it. And a score update on the basketball game that Jim is watching. Virginia Tech is currently losing by 6 points in the second quarter. I gotta ask him, is it worth it? Score update for the NFL Thursday Night Football. Seahawks lead the Cowboys 21-20 at the half, for anybody interested. What else is going on? What else we got going on tonight? Any NHL fans out there? We got the Kraken playing the Maple Leafs. End of the shootout, 3-3. Islanders are playing the Hurricanes. 10 minutes left in the third period, 4-3. The Sabres are playing the Blues, 3-5, end of the second. Blues are currently leading. The Wild are currently shutting out the Predators, 5-0 at the end of the second. Oilers are losing to the Winnipeg Jets, 1-0. Dallas Stars and the Flames are playing. End of the first period, 2-2. Avalanche and the Coyotes, end of the first. Avalanche leads 1-0. Got a couple more games on tonight for the NHL. We got the Golden Knights and the Canucks at 10 o'clock. So the Capitals and the Ducks also at 10 o'clock. High-scoring basketball games, but I don't care about basketball, so we're not going to go over the scores. I'm going to keep talking about stuff Killer doesn't care about either. But if there's one thing that me and Killer have in common, we want Trevor Bauer back in the United States playing for the MLB. Or playing in the MLB, at least. Ain't that right? He doesn't have to talk. I know his answer. He could tell I'm getting bored up here. I'm getting on antsy. He's going for a move. Here on Garrison on the outside. Clears him. And Killer takes the lead here at Silverstone, as he's also going to come down pit lane. Gary will follow. Heredia and Jackson. Killer XL. 5-second speeding penalty in that Mercedes. Hate to see it for our beloved in-race reporter. But Heredia and Jackson, P1 and 2. Go to the Bear, P3, 3 seconds behind Jackson. Joker a second or so behind Cody, not in the DRS quite yet. Killer going on the softs, Gears, and going on the mediums. I think Killer is going to have to go for fast lap here, as Porsche just set one, 128.164. Killer rotating back to P7, P8 now. As he's going to get back up to speed here, back on the racetrack. Current running order on lap 19 is Heredia P1, Jackson P2, Cody the Bear P3, 4th is Joker, 5th is Mike G, 6th that one, Porchy Dude, 7th Darludo, 8th is Killer, 9th is Garrison, 10th is Old Number 7, and 2 AI round out the field of 11th and 12th, Hail State and Clay. Now Joker could steal this spot away from Cody here with his, I think it's a 3-second time penalty, 3-second time penalty here for Cody the Bear, as Darludo with another 3-second time, or with a 3-second time penalty. This Killer is going to go down the inside in that Mercedes past Darludo, gets clear before the turn as well. That is his corner if I've ever seen it. Porsche with a 5-second time penalty, but also 14 seconds behind Joker, with Mike G not too far behind him. So we might have a battle for 5th heat up here. But even more important, we got a battle for the lead, possibly going to heat up shortly. Jackson is trying to gain as much time as he can on Heredia. It is getting to that point. As Joker with a 3-second time penalty, he will not get that spot from Cody automatically anymore. But, we will see how this race unfolds. So it's a steady lead here for Heredia. It's actually fluctuating quite a bit between 0.2 and about 6-ish tenths. I don't think Jackson's full pushing yet, but Heredia still has more ERS than him. This Joker's just losing time on Cody here as well. He's lost about a second recently. He's Garrison with a 3-second time penalty. There are 5 cars, or 6 of them, rather, as Killer with a 128.090, almost into those 127s, couldn't quite get there, but that is fastest lap indeed. So if I were him, I wouldn't care. Let's see. Let's try to do some quick math here. So Porchy will not gain any time on Joker. And Joker and Cody will finish back to back as long as it stays like this where they are. Mike G won't gain any, or will gain actually on Porchy with his 5-second penalty. So Mike G will come home P5 if it stays this way. I do believe Killer would lose P7 there. He's got 2 more seconds of penalties than Gary, but his own. Oh, actually, never mind. He is. Oh yeah, he's in the clear. Never mind. Because Gary has 3 seconds. I got it on my head a little messed up there. Keep thinking it's NASCAR. These intervals are by positions. So Killer would keep that spot. Garrison and Luda would finish like that, like how they are now. So whichever one are 8th and 9th, they'll finish like that. Well, number 7 is 53 seconds behind Arluda. You know, I don't think he'll be able to get there in time. But hey, if we get a safety car, these guys without penalties are going to cook. Unless they themselves also get a penalty. Man, people join the YouTube chat, but they don't talk to me, man. Do they not love me? I guess not. Jackson trying to go on the outside of Heredia. I don't think that's... Yeah, that won't work there. Okay, Steve. Alright. We're back. Everything's hitting me. I'm sneezing, I'm yawning. What am I doing? What is wrong? So far, as long as the running order stays the same, Heredia would win this race, being P1 at the moment. Jackson, like I've been saying, it's been fluctuating there, but it's staying within like 2 to 6 tenths, which is still within DRS, and he's using that overtake button. Heredia is not using his at all, so Jackson's going to gain a bit of time here. He has 30% less ERS than Heredia. With the DRS, Jackson tries to gain as much time as he can. Still can't quite get there. We may see a desperate move in these closing laps. But until then, P1 and P2, Heredia and Jackson, Cody P3, Joker P4, and Porchy P5. With Mike G not too far behind Porchy. Just needs to stay within 5 seconds. Garrison trying to get within 2 seconds of Killer, but hasn't quite gotten there yet. Oh, we get a caution out. For old number 7, letting the leaders go by. Or letting someone go by. Yeah, the leaders. You don't really have to do that in F1, as your car is ghosted, but hey, maybe he doesn't want his ghost in the way of their driving lines if they do use it. Our caution is out for a moment. Old number 7. Well, still letting people by. That's all that is. It's like these two guys up in the front are running the same type of laps every lap. Jackson to gain a little bit, and then if he falls back a little, yep, as he falls back again, it's just a cycle. But Jackson is closer that time than he was last lap. Still gaining time on Heredia, but Heredia, towards these closing laps, we got 2 to go. He's got a ton of ERS. He's got 83% at the moment, 84 now. Jackson's only at 46. With the DRS, though, within 3/10, or within 4 at that point. Not using his ERS. I think he's just gonna try and save it. Save as much as he can for the last lap. But Joker's about 3 seconds behind Cody the Bear. Joker needs to hope and pray that Cody does end up getting another 3-second time penalty, or else that 3rd place finish will belong to Cody. Joker will have to be on the outside of that podium, looking in, asking himself why couldn't it have been him. He loses a bit of time there to Porchy, but as long as he stays within 5 seconds, that's a top 5 for the McLaren owner. As Killer's not too far behind Mike G either. Gary not within 2 seconds quite yet as well of Killer. Killer's got to hope he could try to pressure Mike G into making a mistake, try to push him, or not push him, but hope Mike G pushes it too wide. Gets a 3-second time penalty, and then try to gain 2 seconds on him. As he does go for a move on the outside, gets it done for the time being. And he's going to try and drive away. Now, if Mike G doesn't get a 3-second time penalty, I don't think much will change there. I think Mike G will get that spot right back. And Gary has just fallen way behind Killer now, about 2.5 seconds or more. So as long as Gary can get within 2 of Killer, he will have that position, but I just don't see that happening. As we have a tight battle here for the lead in the middle of Sector 2. On the final lap, Jackson's going to ERS blast. Only for a short second. Heredia is halfway through. He's got low fuel, though. That fuel light is blinking on him. As here we go, down the long straight on the back. Jackson, DRS and ERS fully going. Tries to go down around the outside. Doesn't get anything done. Heredia keeps the lead here for the time being. Want to see if Jackson can make any other sort of moves here. Heredia gets a preferred line. Takes the lead back. A little contact there. Heredia comes around the final turn to win this race. Jackson P2. Cody going to come around P3. P3, Joker, P5, or 4, excuse me. We got a little bit of time until Porchy can get there. As Porchy had an unserved penalty as well. That's another 5 seconds. So Mike G takes 5th, Porchy P6, Killer 7th, Garrison 8th. Darludo P9, just waiting for him to come around. He's trying to steal that fast lap. We're gonna see if he could set it, steal that point, that extra point away from Killer. So we're gonna run on board here for a second, see if he can steal it. Does he take it from Killer? He does not. That race really started to heat up late towards that run. Not a bad finish. Pretty exciting, in my opinion. It's Killer XL Driver of the Day. Driver of the Day. That is something you love to see. As here's Heredia on the top of the podium for P1. Jackson P2 and Cody P3. But alright, no interview from our second place finisher. So we're just going to keep the end of this race short and sweet, or the end of this broadcast short and sweet. So we need Heredia and Cody. Because we do not need Cody and Joker in the same party. After what happened at Austria 2 weeks ago before Thanksgiving. So we're just going to get Heredia. And Cody.
Gold Joker should get an invite since P2 isn't.
You think?
I think he deserves it.
I'll wait here real quick then. Wait here at the invite screen. Joker would like an invite to the booth. So we're going to hopefully have a civil booth up here. I don't think having a headache. Joker was in that Mercedes. As here he is. We're going to interview P4 tonight instead of P2 because P2 did politely decline the interview. Always Joker. How are you feeling after that P4 performance?
That was a waste of 26 laps.
I gotcha, man. Give us your thoughts there from the whole race. Actually went safety car free. There was an early virtual safety car. What did you think about pitting at all after that? I doubt it, but I gotta ask.
No, it's too early, and you wanted to keep your track position there. Nothing really happened though. Once I lost the DRS, and then pit early, and then wasn't within a second. I think I went too high on the wings in the race. Yeah, and then the hards just didn't feel comfortable to me. So.
Gotcha, man. I feel the same way about hard tires. As we know, I've DNF'd multiple times from these evil demons. But thank you for joining us up in the booth. I want to keep it short and sweet tonight. My throat is starting to hurt after talking that much. As we're going to move along to Cody the Bear with a new name this week. Coming home P3. How are you feeling, man?
I'm feeling great.
That's what we love to hear.
P3s. Yeah. Two P3s in a row. I mean, it's just I'm trying to win, do my hardest, try my hardest. But it just takes time. Also takes practice with the people that we have in here. But all it is consistency that I need.
Yeah, man, I've noticed that these past couple of races you've been looking pretty fast out there, pretty consistent as well. But yeah, this season's D1 roster is looking a lot more stacked than last year, so there's a lot more competition within the field and stuff like that. Last year we saw Jackson win, 4 in a row? And now we have a good few different winners. Take us through here. When you got that 3-second time penalty, what was going through your mind there with those multiple warnings?
Yeah, there's nothing I could really do. It's just the car, it would just have understeer and cops, and then next thing I know, I don't know what corner it is, so I forgot what it's called, but it's the third to last corner, or fourth to last corner, sorry. And I overcorrected it, and then got a warning from that. That's how I got the 3-second, and then it was just, I almost wrecked it later in the race too, but during that 3-second, I was just thinking when to pit, and how far I would be ahead of Joker if I pitted later, or if I'd be behind.
Well, I got you, man. Thank you for joining us up here in the booth, giving us that insight from the seat of the Haas. Thank you. Congrats on P3 once again. Back-to-back podiums. You're looking pretty good so far this season. So we're going to move on to our race winner, the Heredia God in the Aston Martin. How are you feeling for that one?
I'm feeling good.
That's great to hear, man. That's what we love to see. Jackson Jackson almost got there on you. How were you feeling on that last lap itself? Were you feeling a bit nervous?
Yeah, like usually when them like last lap situations when you're battling, like no matter what, I feel like your fingers are tense up. Like my fingers were like, I feel like if I just slipped it a little bit too hard, I was gonna wreck Jackson in an accident. But luckily that didn't happen. I thought he had me. He broke so late and I broke so early. Like I was just, yeah. But I mean, it was a clean finish. I guess it was good. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was happy to see a clean and a good finish for. Which usually you don't see that in F1. Usually it's pretty spaced out, especially in real life. But yeah, that last lap, you guys are both pushing as hard as you possibly could. I mean, it's at that point you have to. I mean, I saw you had about 85% ERS entering that final lap, and Jackson did have the DRS and ERS, but not enough ERS to try and pass you there. He got close. I think there was a tiny bit of contact at the last corner, but hey, Rubin's racing, you know.
Yeah, Rubber's racing HBL. Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit more than just rubbing happens here, but it's okay. It's the name of the game.
Yeah.
But I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. I want to congratulate our 3 interviewees already at P1. Unfortunately, Jackson could not join us up here. He finished P2, Cody P3, and Joker P4. Thank you to everybody coming out. As I said that already. Next week. What is next week? Next week, I know it's a sprint race. Let's check this
Hungary.
schedule. We got Hungary on December 6th. Make sure to join us up here. I should be here still. So hopefully we will be back in a week. Thank you for joining us up here. I'm your host, I Do Ballstick for you, joined by my in-race reporter, Killer. Unfortunately, not Big Jim. I don't know what he's doing, but on behalf of the Hennessy Performance Racing League, thank you for joining us.